Hey, welcome to this episode of The Business Coach. This is where I get to interview great business coaches from all over the world and get them to teach you and me how to grow our businesses. Welcome, Arthur. How you doing?
Thank you. Fine, Brad. Wonderful. Great to be in Vegas.
You know, getting a guy out of Curacao, and for those who don't know where that is, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao.
Dutch Caribbean.
Just off the coast of Venezuela. So Arthur coaches in Curacao and has a team on Bonaire and on Aruba.
Yes.
So the Dutch Caribbean, wonderful place, had many great meals down there. Arthur, today, and his background, by the way, running banks, running all sorts of things, and decided to get into business coaching because wanted to give back and help. Great thing. But one of the things you're really good at is helping people find the right people. Why is that? What is it that helps you get them to get the right people?
Well, first thing is to realize that most business owners, they're good technically at building whatever it is or making things. And if you want to grow, you only have 24 hours in a day, and hopefully most of it is not to work. And in order to grow, you have to employ
Did you
people.
hear that? You don't have to work 24 hours a day. You got to employ people.
Yep. So how do you do that? Is by growing your team, so that the team ultimately runs the business for you.
I've always said if you build a good team, they build a good business. But it's not just about building them. You got to find them first.
That's true.
So what are some of the keys to finding great people or hiring or recruiting great people?
I would start with recruiting. When do you do that? Most of the time, most business owners I know is, when things are the water is already up here, and then they have to find someone quickly, and then they have to train them quickly, or actually they don't train them and throw them in the deep waters, and it takes them a long time to get up to
So
speed.
how much before I need someone should I think about hiring them?
Say 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Yes.
Okay. So you heard it here first. 3 to 6 months. Now why? Why 3 to 6 months?
Because they have to learn your business. I mean, maybe they're great at whatever they were doing, but you have your system, the way you like to do things, and you have to get them up to speed. So when it's ready for them to really start performing, they can hit the ground running.
So in essence, what we're saying is it's going to take me 3 to 6 months to get someone productive.
Exactly.
So if I wait to hire them, by the time I've got them productive, we're 3 to 6 months behind.
Correct.
Okay. So do we plan that? Like, do we have to go in our business plan and say, all right, I need this person then? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes. We have to plan it.
See that? Everyone makes me plan things. I don't know what it is. So, okay, if I'm growing my business, I guess I could do that. If I'm growing and I think, okay, I'm going to need 5 new people next year, I can start planning that now.
Exactly.
Okay, so what are some of the secrets then to getting these good people? How do I actually do that stuff?
Oh, well, one of the things we like to do is hire people basically by elimination system.
Okay.
Have them. You want people who really want to work for you. They are passionate about working for your company, and we have a 4-hour recruitment system in how we do that. So many ways to do it, but you put an ad out and describe what type of person you're looking for, and so on and so forth. And some of them is that people react, and if you're interested, please call this number and tell us in 2 minutes.
So hang on, let's go back for a step there. When I write the ad, I've got to describe the person.
That's correct.
Okay, so it's not just about this is the job, it's more about this is who you are if you're applying.
Exactly. What type of person are we looking for?
Okay, so once I've written that ad, I get them to apply, call us, email us, whatever. And then you say you bring them to a 4-hour recruiting session.
That's correct.
What do you do in that session?
In the 4-hour recruitment session, what we do is we explain about our business, in this case, my business, what I like to do, why am I passionate about this business, where do I want to take it, and so on and so forth.
So like the vision of the company,
Yep.
the history of the company.
The culture.
And the culture and everything like that.
That's
okay, so you got this. You got to teach them about your business so you know which ones want to work for you rather than just have a job.
That's correct.
Okay, so what then happens? You've taught them about you. Do you get them to apply or what?
Well, one of the things we do is ask them, why do you think that you're the one for the job?
So you make them stand up in front of everyone and say that?
Exactly.
Okay, great. So now we're learning about them. We're watching the other people. Fantastic. See, if I could be blunt, my experience is most business people are a little bit lazy when it comes to recruiting. They put in less time and effort up front. Therefore, it takes them a lot more work in the back end. So what you're saying, though, is put in that effort up front, and then I don't have to do as much work later.
Exactly.
Okay. So how do I get the right people to apply? How do I get them to contact me to even see the ad?
Well, there's many ways to do this, depending on the industry, but you use social media. You can do a video. I've seen your video. I put one mine.
Oh yeah, I love doing videos to recruit people. That is true.
And that gets shared, and if you have a good network, or people who know, hey, listen, my cousin is looking for a job. This looks like something that's for him.
I think that you just hit the nail on the head with one point that I know we do, and that is that we build our social network, our LinkedIn profile, Facebook. We're well connected, so when we do have a job, it gets shared to a ton of people.
That's correct.
Someone once said to me that the best people almost always come by referral. Do you think that or not?
Well, that's a good point. Usually the best people already have a job. So, it's if somebody comes...
Did you hear that point? Okay, that's vital. That is vital. The best people already have a job. You're not recruiting people who are out of work, right?
Correct.
Okay. So how do you get people who already got a job to want to work for you?
Well, because what you offer them, the experience that you offer them, is something that they believe in and they are passionate about doing. Mm-hmm. And if they're passionate about it, because let's be honest, a lot of people, yes, the pay is an incentive.
The pay is going to be relatively similar wherever someone works in that level of job.
Exactly.
Relatively similar. 20% maybe difference, maybe 30.
Yeah. But ultimately, people, if they love what they do, that's most of the time, most people I know don't love what they do. They're there for a job. I mean, they have to eat, they have to pay their bills. So they get up and do something they don't like to do, and they're not passionate about it.
I heard a great saying recently that people leave a manager, they don't leave a company.
That's correct.
And I think that, from my perspective, I know that we keep people because we make sure the team works together. And I think that's part of what you're saying with your recruiting is make sure they fit real well.
Yeah, because what happens during that 4-hour recruitment is our team comes and sits in, and they're there, they can answer questions, and one of the things they do is to see how these people react when they come in.
Right. So, okay, if your team's not involved in recruiting, it makes it harder then.
Yeah, because ultimately the person that comes in has to work as part of the team. And it's a team interview, and maybe on paper, or if they sit with you one-on-one and you think, wow, this is the greatest guy or the greatest gal, they'll make a great fit. But if they don't really fit in the team, you may have a problem right at the start.
I know we often do a panel interview in our boardroom, and you'll have like 5 or 6 team members on one side and the applicant on the other side, and each person's firing away a couple of questions. It kind of works real well because everyone gets to learn better questions, and also I think that the applicant is happy because they don't have to answer the same 5 questions 10 times type thing. So, all right, so this is Arthur Rosaria. He's from Curacao. If you want a great business coach and you're in the Caribbean, give him a call. Ultimately, Arthur, one very simple thing. If I want to build my business and I want to find great people and I want to keep them, I found them, done that. How do I keep great people?
I believe it's the culture. If you have a great culture, people want to be part of that. And when I talked last week about how we do things in ActionCOACH, and I was saying, I come from a corporate background, and what I love is this is the first organization that I've been a part of where everybody wants you to succeed. And that's apparently that's unique.
Apparently that's unique, except for here at ActionCOACH, we want you to succeed. We want everybody to succeed. So welcome to this episode of Business Coach. Please share it with all your friends and keep growing your business.